Hi, my name is Andrea and I'm the founder of EverjoyAI. And today I'm going to be taking you through a new platform that I've vibe coded. It's called EverjoyAI GTM Metrics. And the whole aim of this platform is to track and analyze your go-to-market performance in real time with AI-powered insights. And the reason why I vibe coded this is that even though this may look really boring to the average person, this tool is incredibly useful and valuable to business owners especially. So when you come to the landing page, you can see basically the different metrics that really help evaluate your business. This could be like customer acquisition costs, and this could also include like maybe you have a magazine article written about you, or maybe you on Radio Rima or one of the channels, the radio stations, or maybe you have a way of advertising on Google, a budget for Google ads, or even just general ads on the other social media platforms. And this is the customer acquisition cost, the cost it takes to obtain one customer. And then we move on to lifetime value, and that is once you've obtained that customer, what is the retention? What else can you upsell that customer? Say for instance you sell them a website, but then they might need a CRM, they might need an app, they might need other business tools, and that's how you can keep upselling that same customer and they become your lifetime value customer. And then you have lifetime to CAC ratio, and you can see how you're acquiring the customer and how many of those customers actually staying with you. And then the conversion rate. So once you do your ad, maybe you spend $5,000 on an ad to go on a podcast, on a radio podcast or something like that. But then out of that, you then get 10 new clients, and each client you charge $5,000 for a whole system, and that makes it really worth the while because the conversion rate is like quite a high percentage. And then you also got to take into account sales cycle length. So when you're small, you can do little small projects and you can go quite quickly, you can be quite nimble, and it's sort of like if you think of a motorcyclist on a race course, you can sort of weave in and out through the roads, but then when you get bigger and bigger, you become a bus, and it makes it harder to weave in and out. You sort of go quite a lot slower because it's a lot more to deal with. And so you can see the rate of closing sales and delivering the product can go down as you get bigger. But then you can also mitigate that by having digital products and other products to buffer those in between long sales cycle and get income coming in on a regular basis. And then you have lead velocity rate, and this is to do with momentum and how quickly you can qualify those leads and convert them into business. And if your lead velocity rate is quite quick, in other words, you've dialed in the audience, the copy for your ads, all of those things, the funnel, you can lead them quite quickly down from awareness all the way to conversion and sale. That is your velocity rate, and you're trying to improve that velocity rate every single time by keep tweaking and learning and understanding your audience and knowing what your audience really needs. And then revenue and key metric trends. You can see here it shows you the revenue growth and the funnel conversion. And here you can see that there's MRR to LTV to CAC, and then you can see clearly how it's projecting and how it's growing. And it should always be an upward trend because you should be learning and growing and understanding your audience as you move on. And now we have the tools to do it. So I will be vibe coding something else, another tool to help you analyze that a bit better. And here we have operational metrics. So these are the marketing qualified leads, the sales qualified leads, the demo to close rate. So I've been doing a lot of demos. I'm hoping that it pays off, because I'm understanding that people don't really know what the capabilities of AI are. And by doing these demos, you can sort of see it's quite efficient in creating these platforms that help you analyze your own business and see where you're at. And look at your business intelligently. It's no point having a business and flying blind and not assessing the market and seeing if there is a clear market for you to thrive in. And there's also cost per lead ratio. So sometimes, because you're batting uphill, like right now we're going into recession, so you don't want to be spending heaps of money trying to get one lead. It just does not make sense. So it's just best to maybe drop that particular product, or see where you can pivot, see where there might be other avenues where you can spend less and get more leads. Especially if there's high demand for a certain product, that would be a better option than to spend more money to get one lead. So this is the whole kind of set of strategic level metrics, and it's kind of high level, looking at things. The average business owner who is just sort of solopreneur or just starting out, they won't really have insights like this, and AI has really helped us level up in our understanding of how to start tracking metrics, creating reports, analyzing data, and understanding the market more clearly and how things are actually moving with real data, not just hypothetically speaking. So if you find this quite interesting and you'd like to acquire something like this, do talk to me, because I am available to you. We can even whitelist it if you need something that's your very own, or I can help you vibe code your own, or if you just want some reports, like a monthly report or something like that of your business, we can help you there as well. So my email is in the bottom of this demo in this YouTube video, and I hope to hear from you.